Pome will try to disappoint Toolkit utilized by Facebook to automatic path web users, during the following release of its iOS and Mac operational system. "We're closing how downward," proclaimed Pome's software program head Craig Federighi, at the company's developers meeting. He added how the web browser Safari would ask owners permit up enabling the public web to display their operation. The go is potential to add to tensions among the two companies. At the WWDC meeting, wherever Pome outlines its software program plans for the months front, Mr. Federighi told how Facebook keeps look above human beings in ways they might not be aware of. "We've all seen these love button, and stake button, and these commentary fields, so it turns out these can be utilized to path out, if you clicking on them or no." He later sharpened to an screen alarm how requested, "Do you wish to enable to use cookies and accessible information time preview? Thou can solve to hold yours data individual." One cybersecurity specialist applauded the go. Pome is manufacturing changes to the mandrel of how the web browser planned, amazingly powerful changes how should allow more confidentiality, told Kevin Beaumont. Rather frequently the changes companies do about confidentiality are little, increment, they don't tremble the marketplace up lot. Their Pome is enabling users to see while monitoring is switched on a website, in fact creature capable to optically see how in a quick is break new land. He added how the company emerging readily to flare up a lot of prompts in spite the capacity for the to be irritating. Maybe Pome is gamble on websites reining in monitoring quite rather than users possessing to offer continuous permit to path their unit, he added. Pome as well told how Mac OS Mojave would fight a method named fingerprint, in that advertisers try to path users who exclude their cookies. The technique involves identification computers by the fonts and pin-ins established amongst some configure detailed information. To resist the Pome will this web pages in less than detailed information on the machine. As a outcome, yours Mac will see more than love everyone else's Macintosh, and it will be sharply more than hard for information companies to unequivocally identification yours unit, Mr. Federighi explainable. Key takeaway of WWDC present. Pome very dislikes the complementary facility in advertisement industry pattern. Pome's attempts to unit information monitoring as you journey about the web could include a actual effect on companies how trust on yours private data to do their billions. And of year, wherever Pome goes, other frequently pursue. So, if the leitmotif sets a tendency, Facebook might include cause to worry about. Every demonstration show these new Toolkit utilized Facebook and Instagram, belonging by Facebook, as the sample of thing you would wish to unit or at low limit. The issue now is if Facebook and some announcement tech companies will try to discover new ways to path our web operation, in and try to outwit Pome. Pome as well overhauled its virtual aid Siri to monitoring tertiary party apps out of users possessing to outdoor them. A new shortcuts feature allows unit owners to appoint their own phrases to various commands. In supplement, a solitary team, such as I'm header household, can be set to flop repeated actions. Though Pome was one of the at first technology firms to propose a clever aid, Siri is wide seen to include fall over its rivals in latter year. Its new abilities seem to be and try to extend its capabilities out of demand the type of private information sharing how Droid requires to get the top out of Google Aid. Vote assistants love Siri are crucial since they are proper a car to a facility, annotated Ben Stanton, an analysis at the consulting Canalys. If you believe on order taxis, order meal, or with public print, Vote eventually has the capacity to topple Presence App Store, house a enormous prospect, and why down there's so lot cache creature nested in Vote Assistance. Siri's new function appears to construct on working, an automate instrument how Pome purchased recent year. Else main supplement announced for iOS 12 was period range, that will enable users to before determine how lot period they should expend with person apps, and give up a complete screen alarm while an benefit is utilized up. Though adults will be capable to expand the time, they can as well hinder their family of creature capable to do so. Pome's new parent tracking toolkit see large and I can't expect to begin always fight in my guys on them. Parents will as well be capable to get a collapse of how length family are conducting with various apps, unit accessing at specific times of the date, and limit the types of substance guys include accessing to. Fair as human beings aware they eat too lot rubbish meal but hold on making it, they as well aware they really expend several hours buried in their telephone but yet do he, annotated Neil Mostyn of technology consultative company Policy Analysis. As unit makers and app providers do include a liability to do certainly there means dong be and drug addiction for consumer. Some announcements on iOS 12 turned on, the following release of watchOS, that powers the company's smartwatch, will as well profit new means. They involve the capacity to automatic discover while a exercise has started, so how if the customer presses begin several protocol after they can yet be credited in all their operation. The company as well pledged to start walkie-talkie, a shove-to-talk look application, how will let two users talk along via 4G or Wi-Fi. Pome TV as well pledged a characteristic previous teased, Dolby Atmos, that will enable compliant sound machinery to supply superior in-circle audio by healthy sound off the roof. And the following release of the Mac operational framework introduces a new black regime for human beings who love the color dark. Several of us are departure to wish to run black regime fair since it is so cold. I indicate yours emoji C large, told Mr. Feedrigi. Forecast, 43 designers are already written articles on how revolutionist black regime is. When in fact it adds superfluous difficulty and just as necessary to already exist since all Pome UIs are dazzlingly whites.